From stressed out and overweight to motivated with a message. We'll show you how one Kern County Sheriff Sergeant took on the job stress that made him overweight and unhealthy and became an example for a positive life.
23 ABC's Scott Sheehan has this story from Ridgecrest.
2.4-mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, 26.2-mile run. That's the distance of a full Ironman triathlon.
Last year I did the Super Frog half Ironman again, and I did the Arizona full Ironman.
This is the third season. Kern County Sheriff Sergeant Johnny Frisbie has done various triathlons and mega runs.
So Baker to Vegas for the law enforcement competition, you know, being on the Kern County Sheriff's Office team.
Frisbie says he's been in law enforcement for 15 years. Before that, he was in the Navy for 8 years. He says the stress of his job has taken a toll on him.
You know, over time it just kind of wears on you, I think, and I noticed, you know, my health was just kind of going downhill from my 20s. I noticed I hit my 30s and it's just like it just started going downhill.
He says he would get headaches, nosebleeds, and would take blood pressure medication. This is him at his heaviest at 225 pounds. That's when he looked in the mirror and decided it was time for a change. He started jogging. Then when he lost a little bit of weight, a friend challenged him to complete a race.
I was like, okay, might as well. And then I just started training for it. And I did the first one in 2017, June Lake, you know, the Olympic triathlon. And I've been hooked ever since.
Being hooked has turned into a lifestyle. He's downloaded new apps, turned his spare bedroom into a cycling room, and he trains.
During the weekday, they're about an hour apiece. And then Saturday's my long day. We'll go from anywhere from an hour and a half to 3.5 hours.
So this is a picture from you a couple years ago before you started training. Do you think this Johnny would have believed that present day Johnny would be an all-world athlete?
Absolutely not. Based on where I was a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. But as the Ironman saying goes, anything is possible. You have to believe it, you know, to be what you want to be. You have to make the change.
A change, he says, anyone can do. He even let me train with him.
It's all about time on feet and sticking with the regimen.
That regimen helped him lose over 60 pounds, competed in over a dozen races, helped Kern County Sheriff's Office beat Bakersfield Police in this year's Baker to Vegas run, and has helped him become a better officer, husband, and father.
Coming home, I think it has helped me, you know, in everyday life, and, you know, maybe not being so stressed out and letting things get to me, and I think having more patience.
Frisbie is now trying to spread the message that anyone can do what he has done, and he says it helps him feel younger than he is.
It kind of brings me back to, you know, that drive and stuff that I had, you know, in my 20s, you know, just my work ethic and everything. So it's nothing that I see stopping anytime soon. I don't see stopping until I get, you know, well into my 60s, I think.
In Ridgecrest, Scott Sheehan, 23 ABC, connecting you.
Frisbee's most recent challenge was a half Ironman this Saturday in Utah, where he hoped to continue to encourage others to follow his footsteps. If you would like more information on how to train or register for a triathlon, visit this story on our website, turnit23.com.